The last few years seem like a steady decline for the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and when you look forward to the rest of Phase 5 and into Phase 6 of the MCU, it doesn't look like it's turning around anytime soon. Whether it's the box office disappointments or all these streaming series that continue to come out and have absolutely no impact on anyone, it just seems like it's more of the same and delving more into identity politics, just like Secret Invasion. Marvel's Secret Invasion is now out. 2 episodes are out. It's the second worst rated Marvel show in history on Disney Plus. And what's one of the things they're focusing on? Well, of course, racism. Because now here we are, over a decade in the MCU, we finally have to show how Nick Fury experiences racism. Him and Don Cheadle talking for like 5 minutes about how they're black and they need to help each other and how they've experienced racism from white people. It's pathetic, to be honest with you. But I guess it's not just Samuel L. Jackson and Don Cheadle getting in on the action. Someone else feels the need to speak out about this in order to promote his new Captain America movie, I guess. Anthony Mackie, for some reason, decided to take a shot at other franchises that might not be as diverse as the Marvel Cinematic Universe, specifically Harry Potter. MCU star Anthony Mackie calls out Harry Potter's lack of diversity. Captain America Brave New World lead actor Anthony Mackie blasts Harry Potter and Lord of the Rings franchises for their lack of diversity. Now, this is all stemming from a conversation Anthony Mackie was having with Inverse while promoting his new movie that he's trying to get made right now about someone during the civil rights era, and he decides to just bring up these other franchises. Captain America Brave New World star Anthony Mackie slams the Harry Potter film franchise for its lack of casting diversity, lamenting the absence of black actors throughout the acclaimed fantasy movie series. Speaking to Inverse, Mackie criticized Harry Potter's shortcomings regarding representation, which have been echoed by many critics about the movies. Many woke fucking losers. People who are not actually Harry Potter fans. Those are the only people that would complain about something like that. The MCU actor believes the films would have been better served with more young black actors and people of color integrated throughout. Quote, Harry Potter had no fucking black friends. Well, yes, he did. Dean Thomas was in his year. Lee Jordan was just ahead of him. He had black friends. Angelina Johnson was on the Quidditch team with him. Those are all black people in Gryffindor. Kingsley Shacklebolt is one of the most badass Aurors in the story. He's black. If you want to go people that necessarily aren't close to Harry, Blaze Zabini and Slytherin, you have black characters in this series. And it's pretty representative, to be honest, of what the UK looked like in the 90s. That's when the story is set, in the 1990s. If you want me to go look for it, I certainly can. It's easy to find. What was the black population of the UK in 1991? 1991 census, 1.63% of the population was black in the UK. And then in 2001, throughout the 90s, it increased to 2%. So 1 out of every 50 people that show up in Harry Potter, in theory, should be black. It's actually probably a lot more than that when you look at named characters. So really, there's an overrepresentation. That is an absolute joke, but he continues on to talk about Lord of the Rings. Frodo walked across the entire universe and never met a black dude. I want to see Frodo in the Hood, which if I ever do Saturday Night Live is going to be a skit I'm going to do. Yes, Frodo, the entire universe, that's what Frodo walked across, not Middle-earth. Yes, I'm sure, Anthony Mackie. This is so flippant and stupid and disrespectful of those franchises and of the lore, to be honest with you. Guess what, Anthony Mackie? If you want to make a movie that's set in some African country that there's virtually no white people in, and you want to make a movie about that, I don't think people are going to be shocked when there's not very many white people. I don't think people are going to complain if there's not very many white people in that story. Or if you're going back in time, you're telling some, mythical tale of African folklore or whatever. I don't think people are going to sit there and bitch and moan when there's not white people in the movie. But for some reason, Anthony Mackie feels the need to do that about Harry Potter and Lord of the Rings. And he's completely wrong about Harry Potter, obviously. And really, I'm sure he doesn't know that there are people of color in Tolkien's world too, just not necessarily in the story that we got for Lord of the Rings. But Anthony Mackie is making sure to stick with the script when it comes to promoting the Marvel Cinematic Universe, make everything about race, just like they're doing with Secret Invasion, just like the failure that Secret Invasion has become, because it's not really interesting, it's very boring, and there's a lot of racially divisive shit that they continue to push down people's throats. What do you guys think about this? Let me know in the comments section below. Smash a like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, share this video out there, and I'll talk to you later.